Good to see you this week. I was in Dallas at a church leaders conference last week, so sorry I didn't connect with you, but it's good to be back with you again. We're coming up to the close of our series in John about the miracles of Jesus, called Impossible. And of course, we scratched out the two letters at the first of the word, I am, and indicating everything's possible with God. And I got to thinking, probably the greatest impossibility of all is that we would be saved, because we can't save ourselves, and really in our own flesh and our own sin we don't want to be saved. We're rebellious against God, but when God touches us, when God finds us, when he draws us to himself, it's a miracle. It's something only God can do with his power, so that we can only give him the credit. There's a story in Matthew chapter 19 about a rich young man, and some have called him a rich young ruler. He approaches Jesus about what it takes to follow him, and Jesus talks to him about keeping all of the commandments, etc. And he says, I've done all that, Jesus. And he says, okay, one more thing. Go sell all that you have, and then follow me. And he leaves saddened, and uncommitted. He didn't get saved, as far as I can tell, by the Lord, because he wouldn't recognize that he needed to shed everything in order to follow Jesus. And so when we come to him in salvation, we bring nothing, nothing at all. His disciples saw this and said, who in the world could be saved then? Because Jesus has said it's more difficult for, or easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich person to enter the kingdom of God. And they said, how could anybody be saved? And here's what he says, the punchline, and kind of brings the entire theme of our recent series to a close, and an exclamation point. Jesus looked at them and said, with man this is impossible, but with God all things are possible. So if you put your trust in Jesus alone to save you, I want to invite you to do that today if you haven't. And if you have, thank him for the greatest miracle of all, that he saved you. So God bless you. I love you. And Lord willing, I'll see you Sunday. And I hope you have a great rest of the week. Take care. Bye-bye.